there's no better way to end this day than bring on our next guest. Around thinking about what's happening here and kind of what we want this day to be, it's an opportunity for us to have experts come in from everywhere, not just here in North America, but also across the beautiful pond that is the Atlantic Ocean and over in the United Kingdom. So I was thrilled this last week to meet with Rob Warner, who runs an incredible company called Invisible PPC. We had traditional food at a very traditional English hotel. I had the fish and chips, and it was fantastic. We talked about life and love and politics and everything in between. And I knew for a fact that this guy needed to be here to speak to our agencies. And so he flew personally here with no other agenda than just being on this show from London to be here. Just kidding, he's in town for another event. And so I basically, it just worked out perfectly that we got him here. So I'm really excited. And can you please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Rob Warner to the stage. All the way to from the Englands.
England,
yeah, absolutely. So tell me this. I was trying to remember this. So we met in London, by the way, but you actually live further north, right?
I live in a place called Leicester, which nobody knows until they won the Premier League football.
That's correct. That's correct. How many people love soccer, quote unquote, in this room? I love the old foosball.
No, so about 2 people know where that is.
Yeah, exactly. I know where Leicester is though. And actually, when we met, I was sitting there going like, okay, he's either here or he said Leeds, and I was like, oh no, which is here, right? And Leeds is funny because it's the farthest one you can go before you get into Scotland, right?
You can go a bit further.
You can?
It's on the way.
It's right there.
On the way.
Okay, so besides your geography, I actually wanted to have you on the show for more of that reason. But I heard your story, one, which I want to dive into first. We talked a little bit about when you started the agency, when you started to see things take off, and it took a bit of like a reality check to happen. So would you kind of take us back to what you were doing, why you started this program, or why you started the company, and then kind of how did that happen? How did it come to be?
Sure. I just realised.
How far back?
I've kind of taken the whole invisible thing one step too far. I've got clothes, it's perfect.
You do look like you're putting it.
I imagine on videos it's like just a floating head. So I didn't know this was going to be a great show.
It's a perfect observation.
Yes, so going back into 2010, I'd done, as many people done, I've got a financial career, so I hate this. I want my own company. So I set up my own company in the software industry and did all that. And made my wife one promise when I set the business up. She said, I'm happy to support you, I trust you, you can do things. Just promise one thing, you won't lose the house. And that was going fine for a while. And then we had to have a conversation one day, late 2010, and I said, you know that thing that you said don't do? Well, you might want to enjoy the house for the next 6 weeks because it's probably not going to be here after that. And that was a tough day. They're days that are not very, very nice. I put all my money into the company, I put money into the habits of the company, and it was failing. And unfortunately, it's failing for no reason of our own. Government policy changed when 2010, when new governments came in. It was a time of austerity. And we went from having a beautiful business with £250,000 worth of orders, within 1 week having 0 orders, and our customers weren't allowed to buy from us, which was very, very upsetting. So, I thought, okay, losing the house isn't probably a bad thing, so I'll probably lose a wife and kids and other things. How do I not make that happen? And so I tried very, very quickly to think what I could do, and we decided to run some Google ads. We pivoted our software product. Let's run some Google ads. So we did. And much to my amazement, given that I knew nothing about it at the time, it saved the business. It only by a little bit, but it was a little bit. And then somebody said, I've seen what you've done. You've done okay there. Could you do that for me? And to be fair, had they said, would I dance naked on the table for them? I would have said yes. Thankfully, nobody wanted that. They wanted me to run some ads. So we did. We ran some ads for them. And one client became 2 clients, 2 clients became 5, and 5 became 10. And we were very, very lucky that one of my very first customers was an agency. I had a lifelong fear of selling. I hated selling. And this guy came to me and said, look, We've got web clients, we've got SEO clients, but we don't do PPC. How about I'll get clients in, you do the technical bit, I'll do the selling bit, and we'll split the money. I thought, hell yeah, that's my kind of model. I can do this. So we did. We started working in a partnership, and that essentially was how the company started. It was, I would love to say it was good planning. It was totally accidental.
So you heard that, right? Anybody relate with that at all? Just a little bit of like the unsettling nature of starting a company. Now let's fast forward a bunch when Google has you come and bring people to the office in New York City. Because I think the reason what I want to say is like this man is not that man anymore, and that business was not the business that had 10 things, and it's grown quite a bit. And so tell me a little bit about where it is now. And maybe even give people some context of what I mean by the Google thing, because I think that it's really interesting. Like, I kind of know like PPC and Google and stuff, and it's like that, and now you're like, Google is inviting you to come in, and their head of product and head of everything is talking to you all the time.
Sure. Yeah, so we have a very privileged relationship now. Most of our business is Google. We do some Facebook, we do some Bing, but Google is the big dog for us, and we spend a few $1 billion a month with Google. That over the time has brought us some credibility within their organisation. To put it into context, Google have worldwide about 40,000 badged agency partners. About 40,000. Within that 40,000, there's about 5% who are called Premier Partners who have a red badge, and to indicate they're better in the way that Google measures. They don't tell you how to measure it, just that they are. So that's about 2,000 agencies. Within that, there are 400 agencies worldwide, so 1% of agencies who Google works with at channel sales level, and we're one of those 400. Within that 400, we're the only fully white label agency in there. So we're kind of a bit of a strange animal.
Wait, time out. I'm going to interrupt you because you just said some baller stuff.
Yeah.
You're so British that it just sounded like so here's the deal. So let's talk about that for a minute.
Yeah.
How many partners are there worldwide?
40,000.
40,000. Now let's narrow it down again to the red tier.
So here's 5.
And then you look at within that tier, 400.
400.
And then within that tier, there's only one company that's fully white labeled, and that's yours. Okay, as you were. I just wanted to not say over the fact that it was amazing. So what does that provide you? What does that actually do for your business?
That allows us to do cool stuff. So we generally, in many ways, kind of get Google on demand. So we can do things other people can't do. So beta programs will come out. We get them, and we're playing with them 6 months before anybody else even knows they exist. So what that means is we've got them dialed in and working for our clients. And they've got a competitive advantage for 6 months before anyone else can touch them. It means that, as we did a traffic conversion last year, we're saying, hey, would you like to have Google on stage? We go, yeah. So I can get a Googler to fly in and come on stage with me, which is always good fun. The words, would you like a Googler to speak at your event, generally open doors.
Yeah.
And later this year, for example, we're doing a 250-person event at Google New York. At their invitation of their cost.
Yeah, I'm going to say that because that again, that was a little trail off. So they're paying for it. They're finding the space. They're paying for the food. They're putting up the AV, all that stuff, and you're just like, hey, I'd like to bring 250 people in. We're going to do this thing. And then, in fact, they actually got a bigger building or a bigger space because you were bringing more people.
Yeah.
And Google paid for it.
That's great.
So yeah, of course it's great. Holy cow, that's great.
I was there. It was great.
Yeah, it's great. Hey guys, guess what? Newsflash, that's great. So here, I have a question for you because how many people here work in Google right now as an agency? Anybody do that? It's usually rare, okay? And so tell me, for people that dabble on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, which is still Google, but they're saying they're kind of staying away from Google.
Yeah.
What would you say to that?
Google scares the heck out of most people.
Yeah.
It scares the heck out of people for a lot of reasons. Number one is clicks in Google are typically more expensive than clicks in Facebook.
Yeah.
Google leads are not the same as Facebook leads. You'll find typically a balance. You'll find Google leads will be more expensive, but typically higher quality and faster to convert. Facebook leads will be more volume, but they'll be harder to convert. And it's a trade-off. And it depends on the type of industry you're working in. The thing with Google that we find is it's all about building a bank of knowledge, a bank of expertise over time. It's really hard to go in and make a campaign work straight out of the box the first time you do it. And that's when most people fail. They go, I put $500 in 30 days, I don't think it worked, nah, Google search. And that's not the way to go about it.
You put $3 million in. That's the secret. Okay, no, but seriously, because I really think that a lot of people here are missing an opportunity as an agency, or, which is kind of why I want to talk about your business model so much, is that they're missing an opportunity for somebody like you to go do that for their clients. Because it can be a big bad beast, but why do they need to know that if you're going to be the back agency for letting them be the front, right?
Sure.
So tell me a little bit. Let's demystify Google a little bit more for us, and I want to actually ask about your business model.
Sure. So let's talk back on Google for a second now. The thing, Google, like Facebook, changes continually. Last year there was about 250 AdWords updates during the course of the year. That's a lot to keep up with. Many of them you wouldn't notice because you can't see them, but there's several that you will see. And it's never just a set it and forget it. So there are ways in Google to get it really, really right, and there are ways to get it really wrong. But one thing I will always say is, whatever platform it is, whether it's Google, Facebook, or me, it all starts with a client that's got a great offer, that's market competitive and well presented. If you haven't got that, I don't care how good we are or anybody else is, I can't make a crappy offer on a poor landing page or a Wix website or something. I can't make that convert. And so the danger is that people go into Google thinking that that is the only piece of the puzzle. And as anybody in this room knows, it never is. There's always more to it than that. And the fastest way for a client to kill a campaign is not answer the phone when it rings.
Say it again.
So the fastest way for a client to kill a campaign, don't answer the phone. And I'm sure we've all been there with clients who don't answer the phone, or they don't answer the phone, or the person who answers is rude, or doesn't care. We work a lot in service with businesses. And one of the things we find in the service industry, let's say you're working with a doctor. The doctor is the guy who hires you. The person who hires you, they're the people who want patients in their seats. The person who's dealing with the leads is somebody at the front desk who spends their day dealing with referrals and existing patients. When cold leads start coming into them, they're going to do some work. And they're probably not accustomed to that work, they're not trained for that work. So their answer is, when the doctor says, how's those Google things go? The lead's no good. Because they don't know better. And so they are the most likely person to kill your campaign regardless of how good it is.
Wow. Anybody relate to that? Yeah. Okay, so let's shift gears a little bit, because I think that Google, we can get into like, hey, here's the 10 things you need to do if you want to do something in Google, or we can spend our time talking about your business model. So take us back to why, because your business is not just in the UK.
No.
In fact, the majority of it's here.
Yeah.
So how does that work? Because I know there's an ocean between you and a couple of big islands. So tell me about how that works out. Why did you pick that model?
So I didn't pick the model, the model picked me. Like many things that we did in the early days of our business, they were entirely accidental. It's one of the things I could weave a really good narrative around it now and tell a really good story of how I planned it. It would be a complete lie. It was an accident. What actually happened was, I started taking on clients as a white label service provider, primarily because I didn't like selling. So it suited my personality. I then started joining Facebook marketing groups. And my entire marketing strategy was, if anybody asks a question, answer as helpful as you possibly can about afterwards. And as a result of that, many of those Facebook groups are US based. So I started doing business in the US. And it was the best feeling in the world for me. So I would see a question, give a really helpful answer, wake up the following morning, a bunch of messages going, hey Rob, can you do that for me? Of course I can, happy to help. And that's how we started this off. And we ended up with a skew towards the US. So back in 2013, there was a live event going on for local marketing agencies. I came along, so mainly because I could afford one airfare to go see all my clients in one place. I couldn't afford to go to the country and see them all. Went to the event and got called out by name on the first morning and spent 3 days mocked by 300 people wanting to hire us. Many of whom we still work today.
Wow.
So that was the start for us, and that really kind of became self-reinforcing. Now, I've got a huge American base, so what we did was I started hiring, as many people have done here already, started hiring contractors in the US, initially to help me with fulfillment. So my first hire was someone to help me do fulfillment. My second hire, and by far my most important hire I ever made, was at the time I called him a part-time project manager. And their primary role was, please talk to people on the Pacific Coast because really late at night for me, it really sucks. I was handling Pacific Coast at midnight, 1 in the morning, and then dealing with New Zealand and Australia at 6 and 5 in the morning. It's like, this really hurts. So my first hire was, please look after my customers, particularly on the West Coast. And it was a scary thing to do, hiring an extra person. When you start with no money, it's scary hiring staff.
You've had some interesting hires though, because you mentioned a position when we were eating lunch, which was basically somebody that was conducting those meetings as well. And that one blew me away. So everybody here sitting around going like, what's my first hire? What do I do? Who do I hire? Can you explain that hire? Because I think I wanted that hire when I heard this, but tell me a little bit about that person who kind of managed your meetings a little bit.
Well, we currently have now. This is an interesting one that we just dipped our toe into recently. So, anybody have meetings in the business?
Yeah.
Anybody think meetings generally serve?
Anybody
Do you like meetings?
Mm.
So here's what I do. I generally hate meetings. I'm a terrible note taker. I'm easily distracted. Staying on agenda is hard to do. I'm a typical entrepreneur. My mind is gone. I need somewhere else. So what we did, this very recent thing, was I hired a person who runs our meetings. Their job is, before the meeting, make sure all the paperwork, all the reports we need are ready, make sure we've got an agenda, and then facilitate the meeting. So they run the meeting. They're an internal person, but they're kind of not internal. They're not functional, they're not operational, they have no other responsibility other than turn up, make sure the meeting stays on track, make sure it delivers its outcomes, and then make sure the follow-ups are issued and everything takes care of it. So you turn up, you do the thing, and you leave.
How much more productive do you think you'll be with this person?
For me personally, it's already about 40% more productive. The thing I notice the difference is the mental freedom, because I know that it's prepared for me. I don't have to think about it. I just turn up, and it's done.
And this person's astronomically expensive.
No,
Yeah,
really not.
Very smart. So here's the other part too. So you have people all over the world that work for you. So how do you manage remote employees? How do you stay connected? How do you stay productive?
So what we do, I'll tell you how our team's structured. We have a UK team, so we have a UK company with a UK team, and we have about 8 of us over in the UK. We then have a US company, a US team, and these are all full-time employed individuals. And they're scattered all over North America. For anybody who has multi-state payroll, by the way, Gusto is awesome. It just takes care of everything.
What's the name of it?
Gusto.
Gusto? That's all right. Gusto.
All your state filings in all the states you work in, it's great. We currently have employees in 8 states. I can't imagine managing it any other way. And then we have staff in Australia. So that's how our sort of main teams are structured. We live every day on Slack. So Slack is important for us. Zoom is our lifesaver. So Zoom, our house rule is all calls are cameras on. I don't care whether it's a bad hair day, good hair day, but in my case it makes no difference. Every day is a call on, because you miss out on so much body language. So we have, our cycle is, we have daily meetings, just a short 15-minute huddle, which we typically do around early afternoon UK, so it's morning time in the US team, for the US guys, lunchtime for the UK guys, the daily huddle. Every Friday we have a weekly team meeting, again, Zoom, it's awesome. It's a great thing to do if you have Zoom, you click the little gallery so you get like a little wall of faces. Works really well. And it's the best thing we can use for team bonding. We use full project management for all our actual task things to do, so tasks are all project managed. But Slack and Zoom are all lifesavers.
So what I hope you're hearing right now for those aspirational business owners in the room, does he sound like he's a far cry away from losing his house?
No.
How long ago was that when you were losing your house?
2010.
How about 2010? So 8 years. 8 years is a humongous shift and change. Can I ask you one just question maybe on that, a little woo-woo question? What did it take? What was like the one thing you can give somebody who might be kind of going through like, do I keep going? What do I do? You know, I'm not giving away the house, but like this has become pretty stagnant. I'm not experiencing that kind of growth. What's the words of wisdom there?
The thing there was one single good one for me that was very, very clear. I stumbled along trying to make things work for about a year and failing. And I knew I was failing, but the only person I'd admit that to was myself. I often get asked what are the sort of the keys in our business. I always say our business was built on the foundation of desperation, cowardice, and a lack of better alternatives. And it really was. But cowardice was a big thing. I was too frightened to admit I was failing. I didn't want to admit it to myself, and I certainly didn't admit it to anybody else. And the only time I admitted it was when we actually reached that crunch point and the letters coming in, you are going to lose your house. And that point of recognition and saying, okay, this is on me, I've got to fix this. I remember distinctly, my wife and I had a conversation about it. She was very upset naturally, but okay, you can tell the kids. And I remember the three of them sat on the couch going, that isn't a bad thing, sorry, my bad. And from that moment on, literally the next day, things changed. It was okay, I now acknowledge the problem, I now can deal with the problem.
So the acknowledgement.
Acknowledgement is everything.
Yeah.
Because then you own it. Then once you've admitted responsibility, you've taken ownership of it, then you can own the solution as well. But you can't own the solution until you have admitted it's a problem.
That's a really interesting not life lesson just in general, not just like I have to be there, like some of you agencies in the room, I don't want you to miss it because you're doing well. A lot of you in here, you're not like there. But one thing that you should understand is like the acknowledgement of a failure, failed something, and not trying to live up to the expectation that you set for yourself allows you the freedom to be able to move on, right?
Absolutely. And now we kind of live that. One of the core values of our business is that we learn continually, we share the learning, and we systemize it. So one thing that is now a key part of everything we do is I never want a lesson to be isolated. So if we make a mistake, and they happen, because we employ humans and they do things that are wrong periodically, that person is their responsibility is to identify it, or at least have it recognised, to recommend solutions, to share that solution, get feedback, and then implement it across the business, or take it as far as they can for implementation across the business. So that we'll never criticise anyone for making a single mistake if it's just a genuine mistake. We will come down on people like Tim Briggs if they don't share that mistake and learn from it and systemize it.
Okay, so I'm going to ask one more question. I'm going to open it up for questions because I'm sure that people that would run their own agencies actually want to ask me questions. So tell me this. You mentioned the core value there. In fact, you recited it like it's tattooed on your arm somewhere, right? Tell me how important it is to have a unified mission, which I'm asking what yours is, but also how do you keep people adhering to those core values in those mission, and especially yours, because they're all over the place too.
Yeah, it's really hard. I struggle to articulate it for the longest time. My management style is very much inclusive. I like to get other people's feedback, opinions, and actually engage in the process. That tends to mean you end up with a democracy, which when you come to things like vision and mission, just become a horrible mess, because you can't get 20 versions of a vision. It just doesn't work. So eventually, only probably 6 months ago, we finally figured out the 4 values that we could live by and breathe. And what we try and do is every week in our team call, we will talk about things in that week, and every time we relate it back to the values. So it's a thing that we repeat it over and over and over again. Wow. Just to say, oh, this great thing has happened this week, and this is why it's so important, and this is the value it relates back to. This person did this, and this is why I'm so pleased about it. So we try and make a connection. We want people to think with the values without prompting for them.
Wow, that's great. We have the box somewhere in the back or over here. Okay, cool. So what I'd love to do is open up some questions real quick. Just take these opportunity for people to come over here. So we'll start over here, and then I think we're doing really well on time. So this is perfect. Keep going. Yep.
Hey, I'm kind of curious. I'm currently working with another right now they're white labeling, but they've completely stopped that future people who want to white label with them. It's a Fortune 500 company in the US called Logical Position.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of curious kind of where you stand against some of these companies that are doing things like that, like Reach Local and some other ones. I'm just curious to hear you.
At risk of bashing competitors, which I don't think is a good thing to do, we're a little bit different. We do everything from our agency's perspective, so we'll do everything from strategy, pre-sales, landing pages, call tracking, recording. So we do the whole thing along with the campaign builds. We don't set time budgets. So you quite often see white label operations. What they'll do is we go, it's $300 and you get 5 ad groups, 2 ads. We go, no. We build the thing that we think is going to be right for that client to get the right outcome. It's never constrained by a box that says, this is what you're buying. You're buying an outcome for the client. You don't care whether I build 20 ad groups, 100 ad groups, or 3. You declare that your client's happy. So it would be stupid for me to limit it to an artificial constraint that makes no sense. So none of our staff will ever get penalised for time budgets. They'll get we get upset if they don't hit the goal. We don't get upset if they spend too long on an individual client. That's far more important to us. So I guess that's the difference.
Okay. And I guess just to follow up with this, okay, you guys. So they don't do landing pages, so that's kind of cool. You kind of take on a little bit more. How does it work? How many points of contact do we have if we're having to work with your company? Or I guess that's the question.
The most you should ever have is 2.
Okay.
One will be your account director, who's your main point of contact for anything day to day. Sorry, actually, it might be 3. So in pre-sales, we have a separated pre-sales team. So if you want things like account audits, market forecast, where we'll do, okay, this client is advertising, this is what it would look like if they did. They'll come from us for the pre-sales support team, so that's one point of contact, but it's typically just one. You will have an onboarding contact, so when you win a new client, because onboarding is quite technical, there's tracking setup, call tracking setup, all those things that need to happen to make it work. So that will be a point of contact for the period that an account is in, that pre-go live stage, and then everything else you have an account director, who is your single point of contact for anything performance related, account management, and as you bring on more clients, they'll be the person you'll speak to 90% of the time.
Cool. 2 more questions, if that's okay with you guys. Sorry, I'm just really.
Keep going. 2 more.
Hey, 2 more.
Get this guy out of here. What's happening?
Security.
Exclusivity. So one of the promises I make as a company is that, which is kind of weird because I asked them about this and they really couldn't give me a straight answer. Is do you work with more than one person in like a city? Like, is there any kind of exclusivity that you offer for people you work with?
The short answer is no. We don't offer exclusivity, but we've yet to see it become an issue because what we tend to find, like for example, in Florida, there are hundreds of dentists in Florida that we work with, but they're all generally managed by the same agency. So we've got 3 or 4 agency relationships in Florida, and they've got dentists on every street corner. So while our agency partners see it as a problem, we don't see it as a problem. We generally find as well that in most markets, there may be 2 dentists, but they actually specialise in different things. They're a different market position. And whatever it's not directly like for like in terms of message and offer, I'm okay with it. If it was directly like for like, then clearly there's no decision to make.
Perfect. The other question. Oh my God, what was it?
Oh no.
Oh, reporting.
Yeah.
So that's a huge headache for me because we wanted to become a sales company that has a front-end customer support company. That's what we've become that, from doing all the work to now to being that. And so reporting, I'm just kind of curious, how does the white labeling reporting work?
We provide you with a full reporting platform, and we provide you with all your reports, and they're all written and done for you.
All right.
And your client can log in.
The only concern at this point is whether the pricing works, but
I got you. Wait up.
Well, first of all, this wasn't an intent for this to be a pitch. It's interesting though because but honestly,
no, I know, but
yeah, I know, but honestly, whenever people hear what that's what really blew me away was hearing the business model and seeing it done well, and not only seeing it done well, but seeing it be world class, literally. And so I totally appreciate those questions because it sounds like there's somebody who's interested in working with you. But I do think that before we get into Amar's question, there's a lot of humility that goes into this kind of role, building a company like this to be the background, right?
Yeah.
I think that that's really difficult for a lot of business owners who want it to be about them. And you gladly let them do that and be that. And actually, their customers never know about you.
No, most people don't know we exist. I'll be honest, there are some situations where we do go front of house, but we only ever go front of house as the agencies. We usually introduce the PPC expert or PPC manager or one of that PPC team if the job title we're usually given. So even when clients are talking, we'll only ever go on calls with the agency so they know what's been said. We know they're not sort of thrown under the bus or anything. But when we go on those calls, we go and support them. But 90% of our client relationships, they have no idea we're in there.
Unbelievable. Good.
I think you have one of the coolest business models I've ever heard. So that's one.
Thank you.
So my question is, how did you go about determining your target agency, right? So I don't know whether you work with newer agencies or ones that are more established, but which one do you like to work with? What's kind of the target, and how did you determine it?
So, I'll answer them the way around if I can. So we didn't determine it to start with.
Okay.
We've been blessed in that 95% of our agency partners have come to us. We've done very little outbound activity ever. We did it for a brief period once, and I thought, oh my god, that's how to do selling. These people don't know about I'm about to sell them something. How much prefer people come to me? So we've lived on referrals, which is fantastic, in that we've grown very, very quickly, despite the fact it's all entirely inbound. In fact, at the moment, we just look here and we said, let's slow down for a couple of months and deal with some internal stuff for start of this year. We just have 3 record months straight. We're not trying to sell anything, but we keep winning.
Yeah.
So that's great.
It's a really bad problem. It's a really tough one to have.
That's great.
Somebody has to do that.
I know.
That's the very
It sucks.
person. Yeah.
I can't wait
By
to
the
start
way,
trying.
you said bless a second ago, and then this man almost lost his mind. If you haven't seen this, so anyway, yeah, he was just like, that's what you're saying. But anyway, so that's really good.
But the second question, who do we work with best? We've found gradually over time, and we've analysed where our biggest wins are, where our biggest headaches are. And we're best with agencies. Doesn't really matter the size of the agency, so we don't do big agencies.
Right.
Clearly, big agencies are going to have in-house teams, and they want that closeness of a relationship, and that's fine. If you need to micromanage your agency, or your fulfillment guy, we're not that guy. We hate being micromanaged. You know, let us do our job, communicate with us professionally, timely, but don't try and micromanage us. We have occasionally people who will live chatting to us 3 times a day, every day. It's like, dude, seriously.
Stop it.
You're not paying for that.
Right.
So our sweet spot is agencies who are educatable. So you want to learn about PPC, not to be an expert. I just kind of call it the car salesman level of knowledge. You need to be able to talk the language. You don't need to be able to fix the engine.
I like it.
But that's the kind of level that we're looking for. If you know more than that, fantastic. That's really helpful. But other thing that's really key to us that makes the biggest difference is that you have services that are already offering PPC or otherwise, where you have ongoing client relationships. So you know how to manage a client relationship over a period of time. The challenges we find are always those agencies that go, yeah, I saw the client, and a month later, how's it going? How's the client happy? I'm not talking to him. And another month goes by, how's it going? I haven't heard from him for a while, it's probably okay. It's like, no, that's not going to be okay. That's client's going. Please talk to
No
him.
news is bad news.
If you know how to handle client relationships well, with good news and bad news, that's the kind of people we like to work with.
Legit. Thank you.
I actually don't have a question.
I do.
Wait.
He's good.
Wait, I have a comment to all your questions. So I actually, after TNC, we did the training that they hosted, and they actually brought a Google person in, and we became clients of theirs. And at the time, I changed my whole branding, my name, strategy, because thank you, TNC. I think that was, a year ago. But we did join them. Every single one of our clients that we put on there, now granted, we did strategies with them, and we did landing pages for them and other things. Every single one, except for one, has doubled their business. And that one person, I was on, they brought on a new client person who's your point of contact. They brought me in, they were like walking me through, and for some reason I completely missed the phone conversions. 10 phone calls were brought in, 10 phone calls were missed. So they were beating the industry averages for realtors, and it was their own fault for not answering. And only one was a weird call, the other 9 were perfectly good. But they also go out of their way, so everyone talks about, what does your client need? Their client is not the client. Their client is the people in this room. I think y'all do like a webinar with some of I don't know how many times I've seen John Logar talk on some webinar where he talks faster than Ryan ×2.
That's fast.
But they do everything they can to make me a better person, and they don't charge me for it. In fact, I get paid for bringing them clients.
So
if you have any
yeah.
questions, let me know.
Wait a minute. Okay. What is this turning into? This was a great interview, and then now it's like everybody's hiring you. I don't know what's happening. I've lost control.
Very humble.
Tinsley,
He's
you
up
must be back
there.
here again.
Humble.
Would you mind throwing the back to Tinsley? I think she has somebody on the line, Tinsley?
On the line.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Joshua has a few questions. First, he wanted to know, what's your project management software?
We use Asana.
Asana,
Okay.
love that company.
All right, and his second question was, what are your values for them?
It's a really good question. So, we've already talked about one of them, which is learn, systemized learning. We have a value about being respectful in our communications and being, what's the word I want to use? I can't remember the word I've written down, it's frustrating. It's about, one of the biggest challenges we have as a business is working across multiple time zones and different things, is we say things culturally differently.
I know what you mean.
And the way an American and the way a Brit speaks are different, and our biggest clashes are as a result of that. So one of our values is that we actually communicate